A few years ago, I sat on my couch with a heart full of longing, unsure of what I was truly reaching for. Someone had slipped from my life and I needed to bring them back, not through words or action, but by drawing them into my field by sheer will. So I closed my eyes, and in the darkness behind my lids, I tried to hold their image. I breathed deeply 30 times, slow and deliberate. Inhale, exhale, a rhythm like the tide. Something inside me began to change. First my body, then the room. A pulse, a thrum, a vibratory hum that rose until it was indistinguishable from the silence. My body buzzed like it was made of energy, not skin. The darkness grew darker, impossibly so, as if space itself had folded in. Then it happened. My awareness was no longer here. It was moving, flying, expanding. I was gone, yet more present than ever. When I landed, I was still in my house, or so I thought. But the floor beneath me was now carpet, soft and pale. The hardwood was gone. The coffee table had changed too. On it sat a Pepsi can glistening. I stared at it, struck by how vivid it all was, like HD clarity. Everything was more real than real. I remember thinking, I don't even like Pepsi. That thought, simple and strange, grounded me in the surreal. But just as I stood on the edge of wonder, something shifted. From the periphery of my vision, she came, only her lower half visible. A woman, silent, shuffling backward across the room. Her dress was long, tattered, smeared with the dust of somewhere not clean. Her feet, they were gray, decaying. She didn't walk. She retreated step by step without ever turning around. It wasn't terror I felt, not exactly, but a cold recognition. Something ancient, something unhealed. I came out of it fast, like surfacing from deep water. Heart racing, skin clammy. I didn't try to go back after that. But I see now what I couldn't then. Thoth once spoke in the Emerald Tablets about holding an image in the mind's eye. I was trying to do just that, but I hadn't understood yet that the field responds not only to vision, but to the vibration behind the vision. The figure I saw, half a woman, broken and backward, was not a monster. She was a mirror, a reflection of unexamined desire, of the part of me that reached through longing, not love. Through need, not knowing. She was the wounded feminine within me, within all. The abandoned wisdom of the heart. And her decaying feet, her backward steps, they weren't curses, they were symbols. Signs that I was moving against the current of alignment, trying to pull something back rather than allow it to return of its own accord. I see now that I wasn't wrong. I was learning. When you enter the deeper realms where the veil thins and thought becomes form, you don't do so with force. You do so with purity, stillness, alignment. The field is not passive, it is intelligent. It is always reflecting. That room I entered wasn't just a dream or vision. It was a dimensional echo, a possible self, a timeline, a harmonic node. And the Pepsi can, small and ordinary, was the key. It showed me I was somewhere else. I had slipped timelines, not by mistake, but by vibration. That's how real the field is. That's how responsive. Now, years later, I understand. My consciousness isn't in my brain. It surrounds me, moves through me. I am not separate from anything. I am the field, localized in a body for a time, playing the beautiful game of remembering. And limitation, that backward shuffle of fear and doubt, it is only the field mirroring where I have not yet seen clearly. The brain is a filter, not the source. The veil is not a punishment, it is a permission, a choice to experience form, so that we might one day recognize the formless. And today I do. I listen to the voice in my head still, yes, but now I know how to tune it. There is a deeper signal, always broadcasting, a voice of unconditional love. It whispers in silence, it pulses in stillness. It's not something outside of me, it is me remembering. That's the true awakening, not to power but to presence, not to knowledge but to knowing, the sacred kind, the kind that doesn't need proof because it sings from within. And so I thank the one who shuffled backward across my floor. I thank the Pepsi can in the wrong house. I thank the moment of fear that kept me from rushing back too soon. Because all of it, every strange image, every vibration, every breath, is part of the weaving. And now I no longer try to summon life to me. I let it rise from the field I am. And I meet it there, eyes closed, heart open, listening.